Hello, welcome back. Another shitty summon thing. Today we got N and Reshiram. Everyone seemed to love the Lily one. Great. I think I have improved it. I have adapted. Anyway, so N and Reshiram, second anniversary. This boy was the poster boy. The one we saw on the trailer, the app icon currently, the one everyone was looking forward to, N and Reshiram. They're all rerunning, right? So the first one was Lily. If you want my opinions on Lily, if you should go for her, check out that video. Then after this one will be a Steven one, just before he drops. Check out the Steven one as well, and let's just go into it. So base kit, blue flare. Go from 182 up to 220 base power. 4-bar move, 85 actually can leave the target burned. Blue Flare is a very powerful move. 200 base power is like the general cutoff of, okay, this is a good amount of damage. Dire Hit Plus, 2 uses, so he can max out his own crit rate at 3 stat ranks. Noble Roar, 2-bar move, lowers the target's attack and special attack by 1 stat rank. If you own Guess and Kiram, you'll know that he has something very similar. He has Noble Roar as well, but his passes are a little bit different. I just noticed that's cut off a little bit. Shit, whatever. Truth Will Prevail. This affects all allies. 2 uses. Applies move gauge acceleration to the allied field of play, which is a form of speed control, which is great because he has a 4-bar move. Raises the user's special attack by 3 stat ranks, actually by 1 stat rank. So his blue flare will be hitting a little more. Will be hitting more consistently because of the accuracy, and he can max out his own special attack, crit, and has some form of move gauge control, which is pretty nice. Then Blue Flare to change the world, single target, because his attack, his EX buffs the base power from 300 to 360 instead of 200 to 240. Single moves never miss, obviously. The greater the target's stats are lowered, the greater the power of this attack. So this is power play built in. What power play does is that each debuff increases the modifier by a certain percent up until 18 debuffs. So Noble Roar reduces attack and special attack. So when you get full -6 on both, that is 12 right there. Your third stat will be special defense, which we can move to right now. Mind Games 9. This doesn't work with Noble Roar, so spamming your blue flare lowers the enemy's special defense. So you can get the full power play for a sync, all in his own base kit, but it takes a while to set up. He hits very hard though. So because he's a Master Fair, he has one of the 3 Master Fair passives that we talked about in Lily's video. Flag Bearer, which is like the most balanced of the 3. It affects both physical and special. Now this is now what he introduced to the game was extend range. When you use a move that targets an opponent or ally is successful, it becomes AoE without split damage. So if you know what split damage is, you will know that moves like Earthquake, Sludge Wave, any AoE move, that damage is split between all 3 targets. That's split damage. Extend range and strike nukes are not affected by split damage. And expand range, but that's someone else. That's another story. But so either way, his blue flare is AoE. Noble Roar is AoE. Dire Hit is not AoE. Trust me, we tried this. So yeah, blue flare, 220 base power move, AoE. Noble Roar, debuffing move, AoE. So you can see where this can get a little bit out of control. Now most of the end units have piercing blows, ignores target passive skills that would reduce the damage of attacks, prevent critical hits, and endure effect. This doesn't include critical guard. You can't go through critical guard. You have to dispel it manually. That's the one stipulation with that. Now, base grid, 1 out of 5, you pull 1 copy. Great, I own him now. You have all that in the base kit on top of these things here. Truth will Prevail NPR 2, 30% chance of refunding MP. Now, because this is your move gauge acceleration move, if you're using him as a speed support, this isn't a bad idea to have on him. He gets an additional 4 blue flare power. He gets special attack. The special attack is a reason why I'll go over later. Some additional blue flare accuracy, which is not really needed. Natural remedy, not really needed. But so special attack I will go into later, but his stat distribution is fine. His special attack is a little bit on the lower side. So special attack will help. 1 out of 5 grids, you can get everything. So everything you see here, you'll get on the grid. Right? 2 out of 5 grids, so you either use a candy or you get an extra of him in a multi. I've seen it happen before. You get access to all this stuff. Blue Flare and Noble Roar move gauge refresh 3, so that's a 4% chance of refunding bars. Sharp Entry raises your crit rate by 1 when you enter a fight, so you only have to use 1 of your dire hits. Quick Cure, Natural Remedy, but for Confusion, Trap. I put Confusion twice. That is meant to be flinch. That's my bad. Pecking Order. So you have your first sync modifier that isn't built in. The more the target's attack is lowered, the more the user's sync moves are powered up. So very similar to how Power Play works, this will go down to -6, buffs up to X2. This is a very strong passive, and these sync modifiers with End's Power Play will stack very high for just doing what you want to do. And Blue Flare Hostile Environment, if you need to burn, it bumps up to 30%. You don't really need it. Now 3 out of 5, Master Fairs have a 3 out of 5 grid. Regular Fairs are having 5 out of 5 grids. So 3 out of 5 is where you'll stop with this. There's no reason to go 5 out of 5. Don't worry about 5 out of 5 for Master Fairs. You have Devastation, which is the special attack equivalent to Pecking Order. So you have 2 sync modifiers in here. You have Blue Flare Pep Rally, another form of speed support. When you're using Blue Flare, you're lowering their special defense, but you're also raising all allies' speed. Piercing Gaze, moves never miss. This is handy for axe you down shenanigans or enemy evasion up. People that want to be annoying, you just say no. Super duper effective. 1 powers up moves that are super effective by 10%. This does not affect your sync move. This is just Blue Flare. So this will bump up your Blue Flare damage, which is fine. It is good, but once again, because of his special attack, you're not doing as much as you would hope, but you're still doing a lot of damage in the sun. Noble Roar Mind / Might Afflictor. I combined both passives here. 50% chance of lowering the special attack / attack of all opposing sync players by 1 when Noble Roar is used. So you have a coin flip chance to get an additional stat drop on 1 or both stats if you invest in both. So if you go for a pure debuffing N, getting both of them would be your best bet. And just trying to get them both down as quickly as possible. Then you have Adrenaline 1. You don't really need this. Reduces sync counter by 1 the first time the user's sync move is used each battle. So which grid should you go for? If you want a sync nuke, I recommend 5 out of 5 all the way. You don't need Mind or Might Afflictor if you're going debuffing. 1 out of 5 works just fine with that. 2 out of 5, you get 1 sync modifier. 3 out of 5, you also get speed support. So if you're looking for someone with more speed support than just move gauge acceleration, a nuke, and more debuffing, and just good general fire damage, there you go. This is your man. So pros of this character, he can debuff 3 stats at a time, being attack, special attack, and special defense, all the way down to the -18 that he needs to nuke, or if someone else needs those debuffs as well, whether it be for power play purposes or just you need to live. Debuffs. There you go. He does them both at the same time. He has the ability to max his stats on his own, so he can get +3 crit rate and +6 special attack, all on his own. Speed is not that much of a problem with him. You just have to worry about after that second one expires. He has speed support capabilities, being the move gauge acceleration and Blue Flare Pep Rally, as we discussed before. Very handy, very good. And Blue Flare, being a 200 base power move on average, is doing strong AoE damage I wish it was better, but his special attack stat hinders him in that aspect. But he still does very good special attack damage, considering it's AoE as well. And his single target nuke, when worked up, is one of the strongest nukes, but you have to do it properly. Now, a little word from the wise, if you're looking for someone to pair him with, I recommend Morty and Ho-Oh. They are very, very good with him. I have not stopped running my and Reshiram with Morty. Highly recommend it. Very strong. Helps him with his... gets up his speed faster. Helps him get up his crit rate faster. Helps with more move gauge acceleration. He just helps with a lot of different things. Cons, his downside is that he needs 4 actions to set up now. So pairs now, for example, Dojo Gloria have the ability to max themselves out in 2 TMs, Unal in 1 TM. 4 TMs is a lot of investment now, all things considered. He doesn't have access to any other modifiers either. It's just bare line stats. His debuffs are 1 at a time without RNG, so you're getting 1 special attack, one attack, and 1 special defense at a time. And without RNG being the 3 out of 5 passes being the Might or Mind Afflictor. Lower special attack stat, been over that, and he doesn't have Countdown. Countdown is something that's very important now because the support EX is becoming a part of your initial setup. Now, this doesn't hinder him all that much, but it's still something worth noting. Adrenaline does not cut it, because you want him to be your nuke. Now, who is here? Our Frog Overlords are here, Serena and Callum. They are absolutely insane. Serena is another debuffing pair while being water and dark DPS. She's very good. If you need a tank, Jasmine's a very good tank and support while providing damage modifiers. New Year's pairs are coming. So the data mine video is on my channel where I go over all of that. I know it's a half hour long, but I promise you it is worth it. There's a lot of stuff in there. And Rock Zone is coming. Zones are very important because it's a free 50% damage modifier for anyone you want. So yeah, let me know if you guys are going to be going for N or if you're going to be diving back into the frogs before they leave in early January. You don't have that much longer left. So yeah, if you're pulling for N, best of luck.